after the tutorial, you can press escape and click on game menu on the top right. There should be an option to exit to the new world and will give you a notification saying that you lose coins, items, and experience. You still get the experience and like 5 pieces of gold after skipping, so the only thing you really lose is 1 level up for the sword and board, which is really not worth it, especially if you're planning on, not using it. Number 2 we have is having the shield on your back is useless. If you aren't going sword and board, then simply just get rid of it. Provides no stats to you for being on your back, although it may seem like it would. You have your inventory limit and then your gear weight. Your gear weight determines the perks you have. If you run light, it gives you the least overall physical and elemental armor that you can have, but in return you get a rolling dodge and a 20% damage bonus. You can run at max heavy chest piece, and the rest being all light gear pieces with a total of 12.7 pounds. Running medium armor obviously gives you more armor than light and gives you a sidestep dodge, 10% damage bonus, 10% crowd control. You're able to run at max a heavy chest piece, a heavy headpiece, medium gloves, light pants, and medium boots with a total of 22.9 pounds of gear weight. Running heavy gives you the most amount of armor obtainable, and you should be running full heavy armor on it. Heavy gear sets give you a slow sidestep dodge, 20% crowd control, and a 15% blocking. Faction gear is all around the best gear you can get until you get near max level, where you can get legendaries and specific epics you are looking for. Tip for life staff users is they reduce the healing of the life staff by 20% to entice people to run light armor on it, for the extra 20% damage bonus that scales for healing as well, which would bring the healing back to normal for it. A tip for light armor users is that you can cancel your stagger after each roll you do. You simply roll and put away or take out your weapon by pressing X, unless you change your keybind. But you do that at the end of each roll to remove the stagger animation and allow you to keep running without losing your momentum. Tip number 3 is to use heavy attacks to stun bigger foes by depleting a big portion of their stamina with each hit. Light attacks and abilities do remove some stamina, but they will most likely die before they get staggered using them. Pretty much only works if you're doing consecutive heavy attacks on them. Every large AI, such as the trolls from the Armin excavation, yellow stamina bar beneath their health bar, and when it's completely gone, it staggers them for a brief period of time, which allows for free hits. Players can also get staggered through this method as well, but only if they're blocking. If they are not, then you're simply just damaging them without removing the stamina. Next up we have is tip number 4, with you get your first bag to increase space from the first town, and it'll give you a quest that gives you a bag, or you can simply just craft your bag. Tip number 5, this one is pretty obvious, but you can die and respawn to the closest spawn points you have. This was abused a lot during the previous betas, but it's a little tedious now that they removed the spawn button where you can manually just end yourself. But now you need to die to a mob or drown yourself, so it's still possible, but it's more time consuming. The respawn includes any campfires you place or the closest settlement, meaning you can go out, get your quest done, then end yourself and respawn back at the settlement. But keep in mind that this does remove their ability and cost repair parts on all of your gear. So if you haven't salvaged a lot of items for repair parts yet, then it's probably not worth it.